Hello everyone, my name is Mark Latham. I am the music director of the wonderful Wellesley Symphony Orchestra. We have a concert coming up on the 2nd of November, Sunday, at 2 p.m. Please do come and join us for some wonderful music. Imagine, please, a Tchaikovsky sandwich. The bread is Tchaikovsky, in the middle, which is very tasty, is the music of William Grant Still, his third symphony called the Sunday Symphony. So it's 1879, and Tchaikovsky has decided he needs a much-earned vacation, which he takes with his brother Modeste in Rome. And in Rome, they stayed at a hotel, next door to which the military has their barracks and every morning a parade. And at the same time as this is all going on, there's a carnival in Rome. Rome has its yearly carnival, and all sorts of interesting things are happening, which Tchaikovsky really enjoys. And he writes to his mentor, Nadezhda von Meck, well, I'm going to write a piece about all this when I get back to chilly Moscow, and which he does. And so the piece that we begin with is called Capriccio Italien, and a caprice in a way is a sort of medley, a fantasy of different ideas, different melodies. But the piece interestingly begins with the very fanfare that Tchaikovsky heard every morning from his hotel room. And then the piece segues into a variety of lovely Italian melodies, one of which in fact is a Tuscan folk song, and another of which is a tarantella. We could say a lot about the tarantella, but suffice it to say for the moment that it's a dance that in reality was performed by some musicians in I believe the 17th century to cure women mostly who had fainted from supposed scorpion bites, and so they couldn't perform their agricultural duties anymore. Anyway, so there is a wonderful tarantella near the end of this beautiful piece, Capriccio Italien, memorializing Tchaikovsky's love for and stay in Rome. In the middle of the sandwich, we have this beautiful symphony called the Sunday Symphony by the great Afro-American composer William Grant Still. And even though it's called the third symphony, it's actually the last symphony he wrote, but never mind about that. So Still was quite a devout man, and he said every day is an opportunity to be devout. And the symphony has 4 movements which are very telling. Firstly, we have awakening, which is joyful and optimistic. Then prayer, which you can imagine is slow and devotional. Thirdly, relaxation, which is a dance, a beautiful, lively dance. And finally, day's end and a new beginning. And the piece comes to an end. It's called appropriately then the Sunday Symphony, William Grant Still. And so the top of our sandwich is the amazing piano concerto, the most well-known, the first one, by Tchaikovsky, and the year is 1874. Christmas Eve. Tchaikovsky's written his piano concerto, and he calls up his friend Nicholas Rubinstein, who in fact conducted the first performance of the Capriccio Italien, to hear him play his new concerto. So Tchaikovsky plays the first movement, and he looks over to his friend Rubinstein for some sort of comment. Rubinstein sits gloomy-faced, so Tchaikovsky says, well, that's strange. And he plays the second movement, same thing, not a word from his friend and mentor. Plays the third movement, nothing. And finally, Tchaikovsky says, well, you must have something to say. And Rubinstein, in fact, says, this is just a horrible work. It's terrible, it's unplayable, no one's going to like it, and that was that. So Tchaikovsky withdrew his dedication that was originally for Rubinstein, and he looked for a different pianist to play it. He got, in fact, another pianist conductor, Hans von Bülow, who did indeed play it. And interestingly enough, the first performance of this amazing concerto was in Boston almost exactly 150 years ago, almost to the day, the first performance. And we don't have von Bülow to play it, but we do have an incredible young, gifted, stellar prodigy pianist who will be joining us. His name is Taige Wang. He is already at the age of 15 a Steinway artist in the company of of Horowitz, Rubinstein, the 20th century Rubinstein, and so forth. So we're very blessed. I think if you want to come and see a superstar of the future, you need to come and see and hear Taige Wang play the amazing Tchaikovsky piano concerto, which we all love and know, but this is going to be quite an amazing, incredible, wonderful, unexpected performance. I worked with him last year, and he's a very lovely, lovely young man. His musicality is unparalleled, I would say. So there's going to be a fantastic concert. Come and see our musical sandwich, Tchaikovsky, William Grant Still, Tchaikovsky. Thank you so much.